Hello everyone, it's the TheCanadianWifier here. Bringing you my first, legit, I want to say, Pokemon Showdown match. Because all the others have kind of been updates. This is an OU match because that's what was requested. I have my normal rain team. My opponent, funny story, he was in the chat. I'm just kind of sitting in the chat and a guy comes on, hey, my team has 14 wins in a row. Anyone want to try to beat it? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's give it a challenge. So, anyway, the server had to restart during our match, so this is a rematch, per se. The only difference between the two games is I switched up. First game, I normally, on this team, I have a Specs Jolteon. I switched to Expert Belt, just so I could try to use that to my advantage and mess with his head, because he already knows that it was Specs from the first game. But you guys will get used to this team the more you watch my games, because I use this rain team a lot. Anyway, first turn, I'm just going to Volt Switch because, again, if he wants to go into Gliscor trying to predict that, I can just HP Ice him on the first turn. I'm going to go into this, and on the first game, I did get rid of his Eviolite on his Chansey, so I'm just going to go for it. I get a Black Sludge, and it's like, you know what? I need to trick that onto something else. I obviously don't go for Trick right away again. I'm just going to Volt Switch out, try to get some damage on the Tentacruel. He goes into his Sableye, as I go with the Politoed to just set up the rain. I'm predicting maybe a Toxic or a Will-O-Wisp, so I go to this thing to absorb its status. He goes into Blissey, predicting, I don't know, he just goes out to Pharaoh. Maybe he wants to get damage on me. I'm going to go for a Scald. I get the burn. Last game, like the first game we had, I could not get burns to save my life, and I'm like, oh yes, that's going to help so much. And then I cry a little inside because I remember his Chansey has Heal Bell, which makes this so hard to kill because you think you got a little bit of damage. Nope. Anyway, I baton pass a sub out to Rotom. I go for the Trick again, hoping he would stay in. I take back the Black Sludge. I got my Scarf back, and then I decided to take back the Black Sludge. It comes back to bite me in the ass a little bit later in the game. And you'll see that then. I Pain Split, get back up to 100, and then I believe I Volt Switch out, even though I have a sub. No, I Leaf Storm, right? Because I look at his team, he's not going to switch into Skarm, obviously, on Rotom, and Pharaoh is just in, so why would he switch that in? So I get a nice hit off on the Gliscor. He obviously has to protect to gain some HP back, so I'm going to use this opportunity to go into Vaporeon, set up a sub, as he's got to go for it again. He can't afford a Scald, and I'm just outplaying him completely right now. I'm going to be able to baton pass on a switch, see if he goes out to, and here comes the Pain Train. Got that free turn behind the sub. Shell Smash for the win. Seismic Toss doesn't even break the sub. Vaporeon passes manly subs of like 114. Yeah, come at me, Blissey. That's one of the reasons I can outstall Blissey and Chansey with Vaporeon, because it makes huge substitutes. He was saying GG at this point, and I told him there's no way I'm going to one-hit Skarm. I could have gone for Surf, but he has Sturdy, remember? And Icicle Spear is not going to kill him, so he's just going to whirl me out into Politoed. That's fine, because I'm going to Scald on the switch, hoping to get a burn, because now Chansey's gone, he can't Heal Bell. Any random Scald burns I get are here to stay. I'm going to go up to Jolteon, because I know he's going to set up Toxin Spikes. That's what this thing does. And I just go for the Thunder, because I know if he wants to stay in, he's dead. If he wants to switch out, I'm Expert Belt. What you know about that? Except he protects, which is a... Don't know why, because, I mean, I don't know, I guess it was an okay play. He should have known that I was Spec, so it was kind of a weird play, but he goes out to this guy. That's fine. I have a really hard counter for Ferrothorn on this team. His name is Rotom Cut, because Leech Seed does nothing. I can trick whatever onto him. I go for the Leaf Storm here, because again, I realize Gliscor is going to die. He has Pharaoh in. He's not going to keep it in because he doesn't want to get tricked, and Pharaoh can't do anything to me. And he's not going to go to Skarm on a Rotom, so I get to take out the Tentacruel for free. He taunts me as I try to go for Trick, and I switch into this thing. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I'll absorb the Will-O-Wisp, and then I'll just rest up next turn. All will be fine. Oh yeah, priority taunt. I'm a derp and a half. So, that's rather whatever. I'm going to Scald, and he's going to Foul Play. I've never seen a Foul Play used before. It's actually a really good move, but I was calling in before Burn here, because if you try to recover stall on a Scald Pokemon, that is why Scald is used, ladies and gentlemen. 30% chance to burn. And I'm just going to take him out. I guess he went for another Foul Play there, not trying to taunt me or anything. He goes out to Gliscor, and this bit is a little bit stally. It gives me a chance to catch my breath. This is a fast-moving game, even with this slowed down. I realize he is just running me out of skulls right now, and he's just recovering back up. So what I'm going to do is, I know he's going to protect here, and I'm going to Scald on the Protect to lull him into a false sense of security, and as he subs, I'm going to sub. No. Wow, I can't predict my own plays. I'm going to Scald, and here, as he subs, I'm going to sub. And then, as he protects, I was going to Baton Pass out into Cloyster and kill. And for some reason, I just didn't look at my screen, and then when I came back, I'm like, oh, gotta break the sub with a Scald. And then it hurt me, because now we're back to square one, and he knows my plan that I'm gonna sub on his sub. So I gotta go right out to Jolteon, hoping he'd protect this turn, but he subbed. I'm like, oh no, it's okay, he's just gonna kill me with Earthquake because I break the sub. That's not good. I gotta get out of here. Go into D-Knight. Obvious Earthquake is obvious. And D-Knight, you are bulky. You should be able to. He should be able to take an unstabbed Ice Fang. I mean, it's 55 base power. He does. I break the sub with Hurricane, and there's no chance of me outspeeding next turn. So he's gonna kill me off with an Ice Fang. I go into Jolteon to scare him out and kill off anything that wants to come in really with an HP Ice, because it'll 1-hit KO Skarm from this range and 2-hit KO Pharaoh from this range. So something was dying on that turn. He goes out to Pharaoh. I won't be able to 1-hit KO him though. So I go to this, predicting Leech Seed, which is all good, but here's where keeping the Black Sludge comes back to bite me, because I'm down to 1%, and he protects on me, and I'm like, wow, I'm dumb. So I'm going to kill myself off because of his Black Sludge, but he's down towards the range where Cloyster can come in, and I can go for the Icicle Spear. I don't even need to set up at this point, because I'm faster than both things, and I get Life Orb damage, then I get Toxic damage, and here I make a really, really dumb play. I thought he was just going to protect, right, because I'm Toxic and that would be a really good play, and this guy has been making good plays. But he subs, and I'm like, oh no, okay, I totally just lost. But going back into the team, I looked at all my team, what I had left, I realized Politoed had Perish Song. Did you know Perish Song went through Protect? It goes through Protect and Sub. I love Perish Song. Wow. So Politoed coming through, saving my ass in the end when I make a really dumb play. I mean, there was no point not to. I guess I was just showing off, going, I know, I can predict you when you're going to try to Toxic Stall me out. Should have just went for the Surf, or whatever. I could have killed him off with a Surf. Anything there. But that's going to be the game. I'm just going to go into Vaporeon. I let him kill off Jolteon for the satisfaction kill. And he's going to rest up and full HP, healthy, and watch him die from behind the sub. That's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed. Plenty more where this comes from. I have a ton more matches backed up. I have another OU match against this guy. It is the best match I think I've ever had in my life. It is an 85-turn sand stall war. You've seen his team. It is complete stall. My team is my sand team. You haven't seen it before. I don't like using it, but man oh man was it a good team. He wanted one more match after this. I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't want to use the same team. You'll see that game later on down the road. Rate, comment, sub if you like this, guys. Tell me what kind of match you want to see next time. I have some of everything backed up. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.